Welcome everyone to episode 94 of Game Honey. My dear friend Polar is with me right now and is trying to make the sound go bad of this microphone. We are sharing a space. We are touching our bodies together.
What is Game Honey?
It is a podcast. Sorry, I was drowning in your eyes. It is a podcast about video games. Welcome, your favorite one, actually. Your favorite. Oh, those eyes are really quite.
Usually when we do this, we never look at each other directly. I thought we might try that.
Why do you never look at me during? Oh yes. So we're Polar is visiting me.
I'm here
out in the countryside. So we are together and we're doing a show together. So hey, welcome all. Rejoice. Oh, hey, I forgot something, and that is our handles on Twitter. It is at Game Honey Game for all your direct questions to us and any fanfic you might want to write. You can send that right over there. Where can people find you, my dear friend?
You can find me at Polar. Well. I got one new follower over the past month.
Well,
not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Sky is the limit. Was it a dummy account?
Might have been.
Okay.
But the pictures are nice, so.
Okay. Naked ladies?
Yep.
Those dummy accounts. All right, and you can find me at Tayo Inc. on the Twitter as well. So, hey, this is a podcast about video games, not just about brotherly love.
Let's talk politics.
So let's talk politics, yes. Mr. Trump.
I've heard of him.
I've heard his name once or twice mentioned before.
He's a good guy. Good business acumen.
Are we really going to even pretend?
He's done a lot of good.
Yeah.
He's done some bad.
Okay.
But he's out there. People are talking.
That they are. And they are talking about many things. Many things. Many big, huge things, among which...
But most of all...
Is that your Trump impression?
Yes. won't be last time.
He kind of sounds like a smoker, a woman who has smoked for 60 years of her life.
That's accurate.
Yeah, that's a good point. To bring everyone down, there was obviously the mass shooting that unfortunately happened in Florida recently, and that has spurred the gun debate. And where does that come into contact with video games, you might ask? Well, Donald Trump has decided to not blame, I don't know, guns, but video games. So we are back in the late 90s, early 2000s when movies and video games were blamed for all these kinds of things.
I don't really think we are, though, because from the reactions I read online is that pretty much everyone besides Trump has moved past this. So I don't think we're really going to relitigate anything.
No,
any
probably
of those
not,
discussions that were had in the past with, what's his name? Jack.
The guy, the lawyer guy with like the Hawaiian shirt.
I think it's probably for the best that we don't remember or even bring up his name.
Yeah, I had completely forgotten about him.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
The guy who was going after GTA for a little while, right?
Oh yeah. He went after a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, there obviously no studies have been conducted that show any link between video games and violent crime, or gamers copying the behavior that they see in video games.
Also, I know this is Mr. Trump. If you're listening, I know you're...
Probably is. If he has time for 4 hours of cable news on a day, he's got time for Game Money.
I thought you said gay money.
I'm not sure if he has time for that, though.
Video games, violent video games, are sold all over the world. There aren't mass shootings all over the world. They're only sold. There are only frequent mass shootings in the country that sells guns to basically anyone. So, not saying anything, but I think I just said something there.
Gotta love my freedoms.
Anyway, that was a good icebreaker, I'm sure, for all the new people listening in. Hey, we do fun stuff as well. Shall we move on?
Go ahead.
Oh yes. So, on a bit of a more positive note, Moss
is a game. I put it on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanted to start this before walking through the show notes, so
Yes.
I looked at Moss. I saw it was getting good buzz. I thought it was adorable, and I also thought, I know this for a fact actually, that you have PSVR.
I do.
And I was wondering if you were going to pick this up and if I would get to play it.
Oh, is that how it works? Maybe. So Moss is a game where you play, I believe, like a sort of god kind of character, and there's a little mouse running around, and you help it solve by solving puzzles.
I think it's about 3 to 4 hours long, and supposedly it's not sold at full price. I don't know what it actually goes for. We don't have that here in front of us because someone wanted to start right away.
Well, yeah, I figured you had done your research.
Okay,
Mister.
so at this point, all we can say is that it's a game that's out, and apparently it's good, and we might play it in the future.
Yes. Off to a great start. Copy. Oh, fuck. All right, so something else that that happened is that Shenmue released some new info, some new screenshots.
I have no idea what you're hosting this week.
No, I just
as we're working our way down.
Your words, and I believe I can quote, are, "It is your house." You host, it is your house.
Yeah,
those are my qualifications for hosting this week.
Yeah,
but you can take it over like halfway through. I don't
sure.
mind. Is it coup d'état?
Yeah, I'll say coup right now.
All right.
Shenmue 3. Some new screenshots came out, and they don't look that great.
No, but the ones that came out before didn't look that
great either.
Yeah.
Then you had some shots in between. They looked all right.
Okay.
And now we're back to square one. Just a lot of dead eyes, and that's pretty much. They're really strange. Why? Open them up.
Oh.
Do it. You can do it. You gotta press control.
Oh. Holy shit.
Yeah, we linked them for you in the show notes, so pause the podcast and we'll walk you through them.
Oof. Oh, that caught me by surprise.
Yeah, there's a child, a young girl with, it's just, the eyes are devoid of life. It's not the worst one though. Like they're just kind of bizarre. Really like bad. The third one, who can you even tell what's going on? He's just really contemplating
life.
Well, he's about to get like what's his name? Ryo is standing behind an old man and looks like he's about to punch him in the back of the head, but they're all just sort of staring out into the distance,
into the void, realizing the futility of life,
screaming internally. Why would you release these shots?
They are not very good.
No.
But if the gameplay is good,
yeah, I suppose. But if this is what you're working with, yeah, I don't know. Hey, speaking of things that look great,
yes.
PUBG released on mobile phones.
What? I completely missed this. Is this a real
in
thing?
China? And I have the scoop for you.
In China, I see.
Yeah.
Is it actually licensed?
It's PUBG because it's owned now by Tencent, which is a super big Chinese internet company.
Okay.
And I played 2 matches because a Chinese friend of mine, he said, "Do you know this game?" And he tried to pronounce the name, and he had a lot of trouble with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Okay.
But we got there eventually, and I said, yes, I know of it. And then we played it together.
You played on mobile?
Yes.
Okay.
He played on his phone. I played on mine. And because it was all in Chinese, I was very glad to have him with me. And he sort of guided me through it. I think the game the matchmaking adjusted to my skill level. So we were able to last, in 2 games, we were able to last until the final 7 and the final 3. So that's pretty good. And it's probably an experience that I'll never have again. But I can sort of see the appeal. And more importantly, it's pretty impressive. Because it is the game.
Okay. Is it touch controls?
No, obviously you buy a joystick. No, it's touch controls.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a phone.
Yeah.
You're going to use the power button?
I don't know. Maybe they have adjusted the controls a little bit, or is it like
to not be touchscreen?
No, to be easier to control on a phone, to kind of
without
simplifying it a little bit, or is it the
Voice
actual
controlled.
Full game? Oh, is it the full game? You're just fucking with me.
It's the full game.
Okay.
It's the full game, and it's touch controlled. Like you're obviously not gonna get the accuracy that you would get on the PC version, but it works surprisingly well, and it's I can see that it's pretty thrilling when you see someone pop up from over them their hills.
So if it's a full game,
yeah,
does it share servers with PC?
That I do not know.
Well,
no, I can't imagine that it would, because mobile players would not stand a chance.
Yeah.
But yeah, we killed some people. We celebrated my first murder later that evening.
Okay. Charming.
Yeah, it's a good time. I think especially if you get 2, 3, or 4 people and you start your own murder squad, you'll probably have a pretty good time.
Just like the old-fashioned LAN parties.
It was pretty fun. Because,
now on your phone.
Oh, we were sitting in a cafe and we're trying to keep our voices down, but like all the time we would be talking about murder that guy, kill that guy, kill that guy, kill that fucking guy. This probably would have probably raised some eyebrows, but it has that old split screen feeling that sort of came back to me. That's it was nice.
The old Perfect Dark days.
Yeah.
GoldenEye days.
Yeah, it's free.
Oh, okay.
Because it's on mobile, and everything on mobile has to be free in order to succeed. I think you have microtransactions in the form of skins and what have you, but it's worth a try. If you jump in now without having played the PC version, you're obviously gonna be a little bit lost.
Bad time.
You're probably not gonna have a great time. No. But I'm sure they'll have it translated before too long.
All right. Well, I'm glad that we finally have someone on the podcast that has played PUBG.
Yeah. You can consider me your resident expert.
Yes. The resident expert who has played 2 hours of PUBG on mobile.
But I survived until almost the very end. Did you see what I did there? Because Metal Gear Survive just came out.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, okay. I'll sustained.
It's
Is that
here.
how it works? I always forget.
It's here.
Okay.
And you played it.
I sure did.
So the final verdict after 1.5 hours of playtime?
2 hours in, the final verdict is 10 out of 10 game of the year. No, I don't have anything particular against it. I don't know. I think I know why it gets all the hate.
I think you can have something against it in the sense that it requires an always online connection, and that you have to pay for an extra save slot.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fucking scummy. But we already knew that Konami was a shit company when it comes to that kind of stuff.
So you could have that against it.
Yeah, oh, for sure. But the game in and of itself, people were gonna be against it because it wasn't Kojima's vision, and
no. That's pretty obvious.
And well, it kind of turns out I'm gonna look it up now. Oh, hey, kind of turns out that maybe it wasn't his vision a little bit. Oh, let's look it up.
What are you talking about?
Well, if we go to the English Metal Gear Survive Wikipedia page, source of all information on the internet.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Where are you taking
Yes,
us?
here. Hideo Kojima said on April 29th, 2013 that he always wanted to make a zombie game during Metal Gear Solid 5's development. Ha!
Yeah.
Fighting against nanomachine-empowered zombies.
Okay. Oh. Well, there it is.
There it is. Ha! So now, by that logic, ha!
Now it's great.
Now it's great. That's how this works, right? No, I don't know. The people that were were really angry about it not being Kojima's vision. I don't really buy that, but
Did you like it? Did you
I like what I played. It was very heavy-handed story, and so in that sense, it's very appropriate and in line with other Metal Gear titles. It's extremely self-important and heavy-handed and slow. Every time you want to do something, you get a fucking cutscene of people talking to each other. So it's Metal Gear to a T so far. But the gameplay itself, yeah, no, there's definitely something to be said for people that make the valid argument that you can just poke shit with a stick and that's the game. And that's true. But I'm not far enough.
I, for one, enjoy poking shit with sticks.
No, I'm not far enough into the game that I know if that's the entire game. Like the first couple of hours, that seems to be basically the gameplay. But I've been told that further down in the
there's
game,
more
that you get better shit, but
to poke
with and to poke, yeah. But again, I haven't seen that, so maybe it is all shit because some people were saying that even that stuff isn't all that good. So, from what I have played, it seemed rather Metal Gear-y and enjoyable enough.
I actually watched a clip that summarized all of the bosses today.
Okay.
I wasn't that impressed.
Okay. I didn't know there were bosses in the game.
It's a video game.
It's a survival video game.
You played one before?
It's a survival video game. It's
the final boss.
The final boss is yourself.
It's your body.
Can you survive? Yeah. I can definitely see on the cynical side that it's basically an asset flip cash grab with just the I don't know.
It's kind of true, yeah.
I know that it's probably not a very good game.
Isn't it the I read somewhere that it's the Afghanistan map from Metal Gear Solid 5?
Well, you can't really see a lot because there's a lot of fog all the time.
If you didn't think the game was brown enough before,
well, now it's gray.
Here's some gray fog.
Yeah. To be fair, it's gray now.
Yeah. So more to follow?
Sure, I'll play a bit more.
Yeah.
See where this goes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. What else do we have? We have Bayonetta 1 and 2 are out. I only played a little bit of 2 because I played 1 before. You played a little bit of 1.
Yes.
Well, we can give the final verdict now. We can wait a little bit longer. It's I don't know. They seem like fine ports.
My first time playing, and it's a lot of fun so far.
Yeah.
Very over the top, and in your face, with its craziness, but that makes it kind of endearing at the same time.
Yeah.
And enjoyable. And we were talking about this earlier, but it does kind of feel sometimes like I'm sort of just button mashing. So it doesn't like I'll be able to time like dodges and whatnot to get witch time.
Yeah.
But other than that, I did manage to get the what the fuck was it called, the dodge something.
Witch time?
No, there's a dodge when you hold down an attack button and then you dodge. You do like you hold on to the combo.
Yeah.
It's
I have no idea what
dodge
that's called.
something. I forgot already. But people were talking to me about it in chat when I was streaming Bayonetta, and they're like, "Yeah, the game doesn't tell you that, but it's really important." So.
It's kind of how I felt throughout the entire game. Like I know that it has the depth for. Oh,
there's a kitty.
There's a kitty cat. It has a depth for players who really want to get into the combat system and want to play on their higher difficulties. But as I was making my way through normal, I had fun, but I never really felt like I was in total control of what I was doing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to how that goes, to see how that goes for me in Bayonetta 2. So far,
because you've never played Bayonetta 2 either, right?
No, I played one.
On
Yeah, I have it on Wii U, and I never played it there. So I thought, okay, I can buy the Climax Edition again. But I played through one already. I thought it was fine, but I don't necessarily have to play through it again, so I'll just get 2. That's what I did. I played a little bit of it. I can definitely say that it looks much, much nicer, because I don't think that 1 looks all that great. Actually, doesn't look very good.
No, I'd say
it's a
bit of an older game, and it's like where we talk about the.
But if you play it now, it just doesn't. It looks very washed out and brown.
That's I guess it's just a thing from the era.
And 2 is a lot more colorful. But that's pretty much all I can say for now. The opening was pretty great, really, really bombastic. And pretty much everything you mentioned about 1 turned up to 11. So,
all right,
that's good.
Looking forward to 2. Yeah, I'm really enjoying 1 so far. So, even if it kind of feels like I'm not fully in control at times, it just the whole spectacle is just fun to watch and go through. So yeah. Baby seal of approval so far.
Yeah, Nintendo doing some good work.
Yeah, speaking of sort of weirdly sexual fetish-sized characters on Nintendo consoles.
Toad.
Toad, is his head
enemy
a dick or not?
Friend?
No, Outlast got released on Switch today, which features a lot of dongs.
Well, I don't know what qualifies in your world as a lot of dongs, but yes, there are a few.
Relative for mainstream video games, a relative lot.
A smorgasbord of dick.
A veritable smorgasbord of schlong. Schlongasbord. Yes. So it's not your daddy's Nintendo. Is that a thing?
Sure. Outlast is here. We all played. You know Outlast. You played Outlast. Now you can play it again.
I played the first 20 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's about it.
Well, do I have news for you?
Is it out on Switch? Oh shit. What do you think of the Nintendo strategy though? The sort of
here's a game.
the strategy of they have a lot of they're releasing a lot of older titles that a lot of people have played already, but they are kind of interesting choices in the sense that they're unexpected choices.
Well, I don't know if Nintendo owns the Outlast IP. Last I checked, they didn't. So I don't think it's Nintendo necessarily.
His attitude all of a sudden.
I don't think Nintendo has a sort of consolidated strategy in putting out these old indies. That's the companies behind the indies.
Yeah, but surely Nintendo approaches them and release an indie. Yeah,
we got this Switch.
I mean,
put out your game.
You're being weird now. You're just being weird.
I'm gonna put out your dick game on my Switch.
I do not appreciate this.
No,
I really don't.
We're sorely lacking dongs. You know what the Switch needs?
It's the family motto.
You know what the Switch needs? The Switch needs some more dick.
Yeah. I think Miyamoto said
That was him. You got that? That was my Miyamoto impression. I don't. Yeah, I think
right?
it's most. Why not?
Sure.
I think it's mostly indies seeing that they can make money on Switch, and that's why they're putting out their shit.
Oh, well,
and Nintendo is taking a very liberal approach.
I just don't. I wouldn't have seen Nintendo as being okay with a game like Outlast. Being okay with it, but I don't know. It just seems like an odd.
Well, it's only been out for less than a day, so who knows if the dongs are there.
Okay, let us know if the dongs are there.
Hashtag found the dongs. Found the D.
Found the D. Schlongasbord. Hashtag Schlongasbord.
Yeah. Speaking of scary, I mean, System Shock.
Yes.
Remastered. You like that game?
Sure.
You want to play that game?
Sure.
Well, you're not going to get to play that game.
Why not?
Not for a while.
Oh.
Because it's been put on hiatus. The CEO for, oh my god, what's the company called? Night something or other. While you open that link... I'm just gonna stop talking.
Night Dive Studios.
Night Dive Studios, yeah. Apparently, the project got out of control a little bit, and they had to sort of reassess the entire situation. So the project has now been put on hold, whatever that means. CEO Stephen Kick says. Maybe we were too successful, maybe we lost our focus. The vision began to change. We moved from a remaster, I almost said remaster again, to a completely new game. We shifted engines from Unity to Unreal, a choice that we don't regret and one that has worked out for us. With the Switch, we began envisioning doing more, but straying from the core concepts of the original title. So, apparently it sounds like it grew into something much bigger that they lost control of. So yeah, it remains to be seen what happens to this to System Shock. He promises here that it's gonna be completed and that all promises will be fulfilled. Yeah, I didn't put any money into this. Did you?
I didn't even know that there was a Kickstarter, honestly.
Oh.
I must have missed it.
Yeah, I actually heard of I heard that System Shock the remaster was coming. I didn't know it was funded by Kickstarter. They actually got $1.3 million for this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, it's fairly recent. Wait. It says it was.
When did it start?
It looks estimated delivery December 2017.
Well, I don't think they're gonna make that.
No, it might be a little bit.
Might be a bit
difficult.
Early. It sucks for all the people who put in money, but this is a game that I would want to play. I kind of wanted. I tried getting into System Shock, 5 years ago, but I found it just a little bit too old. I don't know if I'm gonna get crucified for this, but I think a lot of it is its atmosphere, and I didn't bother with mods, so that's on me. But the old graphics didn't really do it for me. So this seemed like a nice way to experience it, but yeah, it remains to be seen if it's gonna happen.
Well, according to them, it is, but just later than planned. So yeah, let's
after they
reassess.
After they reassess and or take all of their money to the Cayman Islands.
That too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always heard good things about System Shock, and System Shock 2 in particular, of course. So I really would like to play it, but like you, I think it's probably pretty dead at this point. Which, if it's a really good game, shouldn't really make a difference, but it does make a little bit of a difference.
It could use an update. Yeah. So that remains to be seen. Then that's a game that you didn't play. You want to talk about some games that you have been playing.
Like Bayonetta that we just talked about.
Did you? Is that all? You didn't play anything else?
I played some Monster Hunter, actually.
Okay.
Monster Hunter World.
I got some Monster Hunter.
You did certainly get some Monster.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Hunter.
World.
Yeah.
But
you haven't played it yet, have you?
I have not.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you to pop my monster cherry.
I'm waiting for you to pop my monster.
I'm really embarrassed that I laughed at it before I was able to get it out of my mouth.
I'm glad you had such faith in your own jokes. It's a good thing to have self-confidence.
Oh.
Yeah, we Gab and I recently set up because I bought a copy of Monster Hunter, and then Gab wasn't really too interested in it at first, and then she got into it and she really started liking it, so we bought a second copy, and we still have 2 PS4s, one Pro that's Gab's and the PS4 that's mine, so we set them up, and now we're playing together, which is a ton of fun. I'm really liking it's definitely one of those games that I really enjoy it by myself, but it's definitely better with friends, I feel.
Murdering wildlife is always more fun when you're doing it with a friend.
Okay. Wow, that's very dark. Very unnecessarily dark. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.
Oh.
I think we really blasted through this, but I think that's all I've been playing.
Really?
Yeah.
We're only 31 minutes in.
Yeah.
The fuck, man?
And that's what you get for waiting for 2 weeks. Waiting for your podcast for 2 weeks.
Time just flies. No, but haven't I played anything else? Now I'm starting to.
we don't have to fill it up. We don't.
Yeah. No, I don't think.
We got a good thing going.
Yeah.
Check your YouTube.
Yeah, I hardly ever play any.
YouTube, why don't you?
Yeah, I hardly ever play.
I hardly ever play
games offline anymore. It's all on the YouTubes.
Konami is right there with you.
Yeah, that really pissed me off.
You gotta keep that game online.
Because I wanted to stream that at night, so I bought the game and I put it in, and there was an update, first day update. I love those. And
how big was it?
It was, I'm not sure, but it took like 15 minutes or something. And then I started streaming right before it was done. Like the little logo on the PlayStation menu was full, so I clicked it, and then it showed that it was only like halfway done. Like on the logo on the normal loading thing, it was full, was ready. It said ready to go.
Yeah.
When I clicked it, it was like, no, psych, only halfway.
But wasn't it far enough that you could start the game?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened, but that was really shitty. Psych out. Apparently, also, I guess I waited long enough after it came out on the day, but apparently Survive didn't work for 2 hours. Like the servers, after it got released, the servers weren't ready yet or weren't online for like 2 hours.
You get kicked to the menu, right? If your internet disconnects.
Yep.
What a fucking piece of shit system.
Yeah, no, Konami is an absolute piece of shit. And I mean,
but I will support them.
You know what it is? I think Kojima has made some interesting games, but he's
not behind this one, and the company that's behind this one is not very good. And this game is getting slammed in the reviews, but why don't I buy this game anyway?
No, I mean,
I like zombies.
Okay.
That's the only thing.
I just think it's such people that are like, well, it's not Kojima's vision, so it's gonna be bad.
I will give this company that I hate a chance.
Almost out of spite. It's kind of like a spite thing, a little bit. I'll be honest, but.
And then you're defending him on the podcast.
No, Konami is shit. But like the game itself, if it was just released as that, would be nothing special, but just competently made, competently enough. as a Steam survival game.
One of those low impact games
One
that,
of
you,
those-
that you like so much.
My favorite genre of media, low impact.
Don't challenge me.
Don't challenge me in my views.
Don't make me think.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I guess that's it, huh?
Yeah. That's it.
All right.
We'll try to do better.
It was an interesting episode, that's for sure.
Are we gonna do one more in the weekend, right?
Yeah, I think so, probably.
We should play some Monster Hunter in the meantime.
Yes, we should. Also, thank you guys very much for listening. It was a bit of a weird episode, also a little bit political. Obviously,
Was it?
yeah, we started off pretty
Okay.
political. Of course, all the jokes aside, I think
What was it? Is this the time for a heartfelt message?
well, that I do hope that people are safe and start to finally do something about the epidemic that is sweeping through the American nation, that has been sweeping through the American nation for years.
Flu is a bitch.
Flu and also guns.
Oh yeah.
Yes, those two. Yeah, so that's the political message for today. And with that, I think we are just about ready. So where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at KumaPolar.
Oh,
I did not tweet for I don't know
get
how
on
long.
that. Get on that, man. It's only
What
one
do
person.
I tweet about?
You tweeted a couple of times. I saw you tweet about video games.
I make a tweet. I post screenshots. What else is there to do? Tell me how to tweet.
Read about the news and despair.
I could maybe find the D.
Go find the D.
That's my challenge for this week.
Hashtag find the D. Let us know. And you can find me at TyWink. You can find us together at GameHoneyGame. You can also send us an email, game.honeys with an S at gmail.com. And yeah, that's about it. So again, thank you for listening to this very weird episode. It was nice sitting next to you.
Wasn't that weird?
It was not weird. It was a little bit weird because I was sitting next to you instead of just hearing your voice. I can smell you now.
Now you can see my voice.
I can see your voice. I can see it forming in midair. It's magical.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There's a light in the ceiling, there's a shining in the star. If I knew back then what I know now, would I still fall apart? 30 years is a long, long time, but 30 years are gone in a sight. If you reach the same conclusion, would you still be seen with me? Always waiting for the next step, always dreaming of a fast life. The times may be unkind. I was a stepping stone, I wasn't rock and roll. You were a simple thing, I was a ticking bomb trying to keep the core, but I still went on.